Are you gonna? Fuck you. You see? Are you gonna? Fuck you. You see? Are you gonna? Fuck you. You see? Are you gonna? Fuck you.
図に乗せるの沈むような世界の中とり切れた時間がさ全てを包んで始める旅青く染まり音は今日も海雫を閉じ込めた部屋の中の夜にどこかで見たようなさいつかの景色君さ空を混ぜて歩いた旅の午後の想像か終点の向こう側
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 6WC2025. My name is Maiji, and joined with me here in the commentator booth in this Taiwan versus Brazil hype match is Hubba. How are you doing, Hubba?
I'm doing well. I'm excited for this one. Taiwan has been on, it's some people saying an underrated hot streak. I'm saying a deservedly well hot streak, but been playing quite well during these first few rounds of the six-digit World Cup. And Brazil, I mean, talking about overperformances, shooting for the moon last week with a number 5 overall placement in that round of quarterfinals. So I have to see if they can keep that up against such tournament beasts as Taiwan is this year.
Yeah, I mean, Taiwan spawning out of nowhere, like I've said in some interviews, I've always said Taiwan was going to be a high seed. People disagreed, but I mean, they proved everyone wrong. They're seed 4, and Brazil, I mean, like you said, I believe they're the lowest seeding team left in the semifinals. So they have eyes on them. They are the dark horses currently. I mean, they are the reigning champions of the six-digit World Cup with not a single player from last year being on the team, but a lot of these players on the roster played on the minor league team, and for Taiwan, a lot of new faces as well. And I mean, both of these teams are really good, so this should be a match to watch. It should be pretty hype, and we are already going into the pick, ban, protect phase, and Taiwan will be the first ones to protect. What do you think they're gonna protect here, Hubba?
In my head, this seems like a very clear-cut gimmick versus mechanics matchup. Brazil, you look at their strengths, you're going to be seeing a lot of hard rocks. You're going to be seeing a lot of the heavier tapping picks, like a DT2 on this week, mapped by Zydorn. Um, I would imagine Taiwan is going to be protecting one of these more difficult hiddens, whether it be a hidden 2, hidden 3 option, or if they're just looking to play it safe, even a Nomad 1, a very strong aim team in these Taiwanese players. But it's going to be the Nomad 6 going for the Nomad reading as opposed to the hidden reading this time around.
Yeah, I mean, this Nomad 6 is unfortunately not reading at all. It's
Oh,
actually a rhythm map. It is
wait, it's
very rhythmic
Ebb-Tide.
tapping.
It's
Yep.
Ebb-Tide. Oh no, I just read the title. Yeah, that's
Yep.
hardcore rhythm. And that's a curious protect against a team like Brazil. Of course, you know that team has a plethora of tapping confidence. We'll just have to see if that translates from stamina to complex rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at some of these scores from last week. Um, Taiwan played the hidden two, Brazil didn't, but both of these teams played Fremont too, and I mean, it was neck and neck. Like, it is literally 300 score apart, like 300. So, both of these teams, they have a Fremont roster that should be pretty strong, and honestly, I'm not too confident about seeing Taiwan protect that Nomad 6, like you said, because Brazil is pretty stronger on the mechanics, but, Taiwan could prove us wrong. I believe they played without one of their stronger players last weekend, if I remember correctly, so a little bit deseating in the team scores still brought Russia to a really close match, and yeah, I mean, they protected Nomad 6. Wait, what?
No,
Am I
Nomad 5.
seeing this
That's Nomad
properly?
5. It's just a very small number, so it's hard to tell.
Ooh,
It's the Nomad
okay.
5 Protect. That's
Thank
going to
you.
be the 220 BPM
Whoa.
tappy pick for the Brazilians. As mentioned, tapping confidence being shown in that Protect as well. And Taiwan first to ban.
Yeah, my eyes and the Taiwan ban out the Nomad 2, instantly getting out that tapping, louder than steel. Definitely a Foxy suggestion, I promise. Anyways, yeah, Taiwan getting rid of that tapping, so Brazil gonna have to pick into tapping before that second ban phase for sure. Something like the hidden one in Taiwan, or Brazil gonna ban out the hidden two against Taiwan, which makes perfect sense. I mean, Taiwan just so strong on that gimmick. And now Brazil going to be the first ones to pick, and anything related to tapping is a good pick here. Something like the hidden one, something like that DT2, DT3. I think DT2 could be your best option here. roster, just because it is a lot more tapping focused compared to the other maps that I mentioned. But there are some other like alt maps in the pool, like that No Mod 3, like that Free Mod 3, 2 customs by the way, No Mod 3 map by Keel and Free Mod 3 map by Amamiya Kokoro themselves in the flesh. So yeah, I mean, hopefully Brazil goes for a tapping pick so Taiwan doesn't just ban that out second ban phase and then kind of ruins their pick flow. But yeah, what do you think they'll do here, Hubba?
Yeah, I would have to imagine. I mean, Taiwan, if you're picking a rhythm pick, I would imagine they're feeling just fine on alt today. Those are skill sets that are pretty adjacent to each other. Something like the D. Again, I'm really gunning for this DT2. I think it's Brazil's best pick here, even in comparison to the DT3. A DT2 seemingly best option.
Yeah, I mean, Taiwan getting a 2.8 mil on the DT2 last week, and Brazil getting a 3.3 mil. So, I mean, that's a pretty big gap in score. But that DT2 was a lot different, and this DT2 I would say is a lot harder as well. So maybe we'll prefer the highest go cap team, as we are just jamming out to Harumachi Elevator while Brazil stalling for a lifetime. I don't think it should be this hard to DT2, but you know, maybe they're thinking of something else.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're thinking about Hard Rock 2?
Oh
Hard
my
Rock
god,
1.
Hard Rock 1.
This
What?
works, I suppose. Speaking of customs, we're going to be going into Hoo-Ha mapped by Ducky. That's a crazy duo. Ducky, known light tech mapper. This going to be falling into a similar vein, somewhat aim tech focused on the Hard Rock mod. A little bit of rounded sliders and some awkward angles, plus that air 10.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not a bad pick from Brazil. I just feel like this is something you could have picked later on in the match. Maybe when nerves are a little bit high for the Taiwan team. Because, you know, maybe hopefully their next pick will be the DT2, because we all know Taiwan is gunning to ban that in the next ban phase. So as for Brazil, I mean, we see Dot Sepia, we got Braya, we got Joe Tampa, and Regis Nalin. This has been a really strong 4-core for this team. Regis Nalin hopping out, maybe Leapexper gonna hop in. That is another player for this Brazil roster who has shown dominance on a lot of maps. And for Taiwan, we see Kuri, Murarachi, Runic Fountain, and Axuria. I believe Axuria didn't play last match, or it was the star. It was one of those two. One of the players who didn't play. Why are we saying good luck? We are missing a slot. Who's not in slot 8?
Hello, Brazil. Good morning.
Hello, 6-digit World Cup. Landpins, hello.
Hello, Landpins. This is a curious pick in my head, because normally you see the more complex maps being picked by the higher seeded team, like Taiwan protecting the rhythm pick. That's clearly the most complex map in this pool. Going for Hard Rock Tech, you have mod advantage here. Brazil, a fantastic Hard Rock team. But the tech skill set is where the question mark comes in. So if Taiwan is able to combo game this well enough, if they put in the work, which we've seen them do time and time again, this could be an interesting first pick.
Yeah, I mean, this Hard Rock 1 gonna be pretty much aim, but it does have those light tech sliders, and there are very small reading, I guess, Hard Rock reading. I know, who can imagine it? But, you know, some players could trip up on it if they are not comfortable on the mod, or just not comfortable on the map itself. But we are gonna be getting right into Hoo-Ha, mapped by Ducky. Thank you for the custom, and we have many more customs, so hopefully they will be picked. And this map gonna be 3 minutes long, almost. So yeah, we're getting right into it early on. I mean, there's nothing to talk about early on. The accuracies are just gonna flip around. Runic Fountain on that 98, as well as Dot Sepia. Joe Tampa following up with high accuracy, closing in on 96. Kuri, the first one to break though, so score lead gonna start going over to Taiwan. We're in the break. I mean, they see that Courier just broke already. Kuri not too happy about that, and after the break we're going to be getting right into the actual part of the map really soon. Those techie sliders, and Landpin's first one to break for Brazil, so those FCs are evened out now and gonna favor over to Taiwan with the accuracy lead. Runic Falcon dropping a lot of acto, and Joe Tampa first one to find, oh my god, Brya finding a miss as well on these techie sliders. Landpin's going down, Runic Fountain going down. It's 1 FC to 2. Sepia, you need to hold for this pick right here.
Yeah, and you see those rhythm and you mentioned reading elements coming into play there. A lot of stop and go rhythms here, as well as these aim sliders. The kick sliders, Joe Tampa finding the break once more. Sepia still the final big combo for Brazil, and there goes Brazil's chances of winning this map, maybe? I mean, the recovery combo is exclusively on Brya, and Xeria and Mururachi have that far more than covered for Taiwan.
Yeah, Mururachi, one of the newer players to do it, recently winning Certified Banger Tournament 5, and Xeria, really strong player as well. I don't know if they were on that 6WC2025 team, and Landpin's going down just before the actual Ki missing on the build-up, and I mean, look at what Taiwan is doing here. They still have 2 FCs intact, Mururachi and Xeria with really good accuracy, Joe Tampa going down, and Brazil just have no chance here. The only one holding combos, Bryan, then go down! So it's only Sepia trying to recover, and Landpins as well, but Sepia goes down, and Taiwan are just gonna start building up this score lead. It's already 600k, not even in the final quarter of the map. Oh my god, there's the reading.
Yeah, this felt like a little bit of a mispick from Brazil. The hard rock confidence was there, but the skill set confidence far on Taiwan's side in this juncture. Xeria holding onto the lone FC as the lobby falters behind him. Can he close it out? Just a little bit of filler remaining in this final section. Awkward pattern aim, but Taiwan finding the first point in this match in dominant breakpoint faction. Oh, more than 1 million score.
Yeah, I mean, this has to be a confidence boost for this Taiwanese team. I mean, getting a breakpoint on the first pick of the match, I mean, they're just gonna have to be able to convert it here. You have to go with your strongest pick here and try and convert that breakpoint and take the score lead 2-0. And what a score by Xeria and Mururachi. Xeria with almost a 1 million score, Mururachi on that 740k, and Runic Fountain following up for the Taiwanese team with 480k. And for Brazil, good effort from Brya and Sepia, but unfortunately just not able to hold, and also a really good accuracy lead as well for this Taiwanese team with Xeria and Mururachi almost at 97.
Yeah, it was the Ki that struck out. Runic Fountain had pretty standout accuracy early on with that 98, but not able to hold it through. Not going to matter too much though. First break point to the side of Taiwan, and now they have some wiggle room. I'm looking at something like the Nomad 4 or the Hidden 3. Save that protect for maybe a rainier day, but momentum fully on their side in this beginning few maps.
Yeah, I mean, Brazil, I don't know if that was your best pick here, man. Like, even like the Hard Rock 2, like I think you were gonna say before they threw that pick in the air. The Hard Rock 2, I mean, it's literally Snow Goose. It's tapping precision. Like, I feel like that could have been a really good pick for them here, but instead they went for that light tech aim. And I mean, hopefully now they have it in the notes that Taiwan are able to play that hard rock aim. Hopefully they won't make a mistake like that again. So now Taiwan, it is all up to you. You're gonna have to convert that breakpoint with maybe one of these more harder hidden maps like a Hidden 3 or a Hidden 1. Hidden 1 being more tapping oriented, as it is a pretty popular map. It is the end, pretty popular map from what I know. And this Hidden 3, I think the popular map of the pool, but it is going to be the Hidden 1. You're tapping with aim Hidden 1.
Yeah, I like this pick. It's an LMT map, so you're looking at the flow aim in this map to be very awkward. You know, he has a lot of awkward flow in patterns in his maps. Primarily you have the density element with the AR9, solid secondary to that hidden 3. With this being a little bit more standard mapped, you're going to be expecting some very high scores here.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this is probably one of the easier maps in the pool. The flow aim not too hard, as the map is 5.3 stars, right? So this is one of the easier maps in the pool. If you are comfortable on the hidden, if you are not comfortable on hidden, you might screw up on some of these, as you know, some of the streams go into like a 1-2 into another note, and it's just really uncomfortable for non-hidden players. And for Taiwan, we see Runic Fountain, what the hell, bro, the captain, hopping in for Taiwan, Murorachi and Xeria in the lobby. And for Brazil, we see Starkin and Hypervis making an appearance in this match, and Braya and Sepia staying in the lobby, the 2 core players of this team. And good luck, have funs are in the chat, no time being wasted, and we're gonna be getting into the hidden 1, your tapping focus hidden 1, and it is a pretty long one, being just over 3 minutes long.
Yeah, if there is any consolation for this Brazil team, they do have a little bit more team depth. Of course, Taiwan, incredibly strong team, but you look at the players that are strong and you're seeing a lot of the same faces. They only had one switch out with WTH Bro hopping in the lobby. But Hypervisk and Starkin coming in for that hidden confidence on the Brazil side, hopefully to maybe take back that breakpoint, make this a little more even, but Taiwan so confident on these hiddens.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell, bro, making an appearance. They didn't do as well as they could have in the Russia match, but they still performed really well. One of the stronger Taiwan players in Hyperfist missing on the slow section. Before we actually get into the stream, score lead gonna start flipping over to Taiwan as we start getting into the streams. Murorachi struggling on the accuracy, though. Hopefully they can build that up. Score lead is on the side of Brazil with that accuracy lead right now. What the hell, bro? Murorachi finding a break, though. That is not what you want to see for Taiwan, and Brazil are going to start building up that score lead. Runic Fountain and Xeria, the ones to hold, and Brazil, you need to hold. And also, Hypervisk was a Bancho miss at the start of the map, so they're still FCing. There is 4 FCs intact for this Brazil team right now.
Yeah, it was that early tapping section, the break cut patterns. Some of the finger control was over-aimed by both WTH Pro and Murorachi. Sepia finally finding the trade in the stop-and-go section, but Runic matches it. And it's Xeria versus the world. A little bit of recovery combo on those initial breaks from Murorachi and WTH, but Hypervisk, Braya, and Starkin do not want to drop these FCs.
Yeah, and I mean, Starkin going down. So it is 2 FCs to 2. These recoveries gonna favor Taiwan sooner or later as the map keeps going on. Brazil needs to hold Hypervisk and Braya. It is all up to you guys. This map is on your shoulders. And Sepia, you need to start recovering as well. 97.6% AC on this hidden 1. What the hell, bro? Still on the on the recovery. My bad. Xeria, the only one to FC. And Starkin going down. One of the recoveries for Brazil going down. The score lead is still going to stay to their side. Starkin finding another break, though. That is not who you want to see miss, though. You want Hypervisk or Braya to go down for Taiwan. And for Brazil, I mean, Hypervisk, Braya, you need to hold. As we are in those like weird alt patterns, we're going to be getting into more of the aim and a little bit more mechanics section of the map. Runic Fountain going down, though. That is a recovery for Taiwan going down. Not one of the big combos, though.
Oh, there we go.
Going down. That is a big recovery going down. It's only what the hell, bro. And Xeria holding combo, and the score lead is going to start flipping over to Brazil even more now. 70k score lead and building.
Yeah, it was fully on the whim of that FC, and WTH also finds the drop. Hypervisk matches it. It's Braya, but Sepia has that recovery combo covered. His sole recovery combo matches Runic, Murorachi, and WTH Bro, especially with that extra slider break. Hypervisk finding the break in the shakes, but it's not going to matter. It's 150k in their lead off the back of this Braya FC, matching Xeria with combo in tow for the both of them.
Braya is shaking for their lives right now. I don't know if I'm the only one seeing this, but you are holding, you are doing it for the Brazil team, the captain doing it for their team right now on this hidden 1, holding out the FC, as well as Sepia and Hypervisk on the 650, 700k range. Starkin holding good recovery, and Brazil are going to take hidden 1 on a breakpoint. Taiwan not able to convert the breakpoint, and the match is now tied up 1-1.
Yeah, the placement on those breaks for
You see it.
Muramrachi and WTH, unfortunately, right at that midway section, both of their scores sliced in half. And Dot Sepia and Hypervisk making up the difference off the back of those two FCs. Accuracy lead going to that Brazilian captain, and breakpoint for breakpoint, tit for tat. We have a match on our hands.
When you see it, what the hell, bro? 97.27% accuracy. But unfortunately, he did not FC. But it's okay. It's the first map, nerves. I mean, we've seen Brazil had some nervous players like Brio, but they held out the FC on that slow section. Really good score coming out from them. And is also a good score coming out from Xuria, getting an FC on that hidden one as well. Taiwan probably getting a few low rolls, but Brazil proving dominance on the tapping. And now, please, Brazil, DT2. Surely it's time to pull it out because Taiwan is gonna get rid of it. They banned the no mod 2. They don't want to play tapping. You just won a tapping hidden one. So surely the DT2 is what you go for. And DT2 is going to be picked. The Zedorn is hard difficulty of amateur. I think that's how I pronounce the mapper's name. From that map set. And we are going to be getting into that DT2, the 270 BPM DT2. It is literally just raw speed. You know, the OD is a little bit lower for DT. It's 8.4. It is 2 minutes and 40 seconds long, though, so it is a little bit longer, but this is just going to be pure speed.
Yeah, classic Red Alice. VTuber in my pool. Red Alice has been doing it for like 17 years now or something with different remixes. Worked with Senya, worked with Nanahira, now working with VTubers for the DTT spot. And this is going to be a curious venture. I mean, we've been talking about the alt strength of Brazil. This is kind of in tandem if you can't single tap that 270 BPM.
Yeah, I mean, this is... We have a match on their hands. I don't think people were expecting Brazil to win that hidden one, but, you know, who was surprised winning the tapping map? And we are getting into the DT2. We see Braya, Leap Expert, Dot Sepia, and Joe Tampa in for Brazil. Your speed players on this roster. Redis Allen as well, also to play tapping, but they're not in. And Taiwan, we see Rich Liu hopping in. Kuri, Murarachi, and what the hell, bro, staying in the lobby. Kuri hopped out for that hidden one, I believe, but they are back in for this tapping DT2. And oh my god, what do you think's gonna happen here, Hubba?
I mean, chances are we see the Brazil dub, we see the breakpoint streak snap, but Taiwan has a bit of comfort here. They did get a not bad score last week. It's just that this is Brazil's bread and butter. It's been their bread and butter in every World Cup team they've ever had, in any ranked division they've ever had. So we'll have to see if that confidence remains true here, and if they don't find some cheeky breaks on some buzz sliders or something like that.
Yeah, I will say, you know, this is 270 BPM. It is speed, but they're not really... There's not many bursty speed, you know. All of the notes are pretty stacked up on each other. Like we see Braya, the only one playing the map right now. Hopefully it will slow down for them and the other players can catch up to the only person who was playing. And hopefully right now, there we go. Everyone is in the map. Everyone is playing. Score lead, accuracy on the side of Brazil, but flipping back to Taiwan for a second. But I mean, with Joe Tampa's high accuracy and Guri going down, score lead definitely going to start going over to Brazil now. Brazil, you're gonna have to hold. You want to win this pick, one of your most confident picks. And Liebexper going down though, but they have accuracy, so hopefully recovery will be able to keep their score high. If you break again, then your score is going to get chopped up in half. And it is 3 FCs to 3 and 50k score lead because of accuracy for Brazil right now. What the hell, bro? He won to try and hold it down for Taiwan with 97% accuracy. Really good comfort on this DT2, and the score lead is slowly going over to Taiwan. Kuri finding another break, though. That's going to favor Brazil.
Yeah, still just 3 to 3, the bonus combo falling to Leap Expert. But Rich Liu finding that drop also with one of the lower accuracies on the team. You see the accuracy difference from a player like Murachi to Braya. That 4% difference is equivalent to 60k, and you have that stacked by 3 on a lot of these players from Taiwan to Brazil. So long as those combos hold, which, I mean, not seeing any crazy shakes or anything like that here. Likely to stay and held put for Brazil as the score lead grows.
Braya shaking hard, I'm not gonna lie, but they're holding. Then that is what's gonna matter is we're going into the final third section of the map, and Braya goes down, and Murarashi going down as well. The final FC for Taiwan, and like Hubba just said, that is the map. Sepia going down though. Leapexper the only combo left, and Leapexper going down.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Curry?
there's a third of the map left. Curry and Rich Liu.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wait.
Okay, so normally 300k I'd say no chance, no shot. But we're playing a DT2 and DT multiplier. 300k is not as big as it seems. So
Wait.
with this combo growing, they have about
Braya going down. Oh my
to
god.
half of the map with the Braya shake. If we see any more massive act drops, Sepia has dropped 4% of accuracy as well. Some more breaks coming through for Brazil. Can Taiwan bring it back in these final moments? Big stacks. Curry dropped. Will it be enough? Just Rich Liu running a solo ship now. Curry with the second break shot. Tampa spin.
Spin win. I think Brazil have
with that extra combo, but it's about the score mult, and that's going to be that 27k to Brazil. Taiwan making it a heated duel, though, and we see why they banned the Nomad 2 instead of the DT2 now.
Oh my god, what a close one. What a nail biter. Keeping people on the edge of their seats. Curry, if you held, that would have been insane comeback from you, but really good effort coming out from all of these players. What the hell, bro? And Rich Liu getting the higher scores in the lobby. And for Brazil, I mean, Braya and Joe Tampa holding out as hard as they can. Oh my gosh, what a close one. That was way too close for comfort.
Yeah, especially in a DT pick, like you usually see the on 4v4 DT picks, like it's just instant snap scores, but that was a slow burn and it stayed Brazil's way, even with that extra combo density at the end. But Taiwan looking to make it even 2-2 prior to this second ban phase, and you would have to imagine it's going to be their protect, maybe?
No.
Oh.
Hidden 3, sure.
Hidden 3? After they lose Hidden 1 in such ways?
I will say it is a way different map. It's a tech aim. They won that Hard Rock 1 techie aim, so maybe. But, you know, you also have something like the Free Mod 2, which has a lot of reading. It is a reading Free Mod 2. One of the harder reading maps, Hidden 2 being the only other one. But, I mean, Taiwan, you just have to find something you're comfortable with here. I think the Hidden 3 is an option. I don't think you should pick your Protect here just yet, because, you know, it gives Brazil to ban out an extra map, and Free Mod 1 going to be picked from Taiwan, another aim map, and also a custom, question mark? Yes, a custom map, mapped by Withard. Thank you so much for the custom Free Mod 1. I'm pretty sure a lot of people appreciate this song getting a map, because this song is actually a banger.
Yeah, you're going to be looking at your higher BPM hidden density here. I am curious for this one with regards to how that Hidden 1 went. This is, stats-wise, very similar. A little bit more comfortable for our Hard Rock players on the CS 3.5, converted to 4.55 after Hard Rock. So, this one is dicey. I mean, it's as close to a map as you could get to that Hidden 1, and Brazil got the breakpoint on that Hidden 1. I'm not sure how I feel about it in comparison to some of the more tech-adjacent maps still in this pool, that Hidden 3, that Nomad 4. So we'll have to see how it runs for Taiwan, letting their players get a little bit of mod comfort in.
Yeah, and what is a map pool without an Ina Bakumori song in the pool? And I mean, I will say this Free Mod 1, another easier-ish map, mainly due to the CS for some of these Hard Rock players, and the patterns not being spaced at all. Like, a lot of these aim patterns are very tight, So, and very dense as well. So, I mean, this should maybe be a good pick for Taiwan, but I am not going to be surprised if Brazil pop off on this. And I mean, for Taiwan, hopefully we see either Xeria or Murarachi on the Hard Rock, or both. So, can we switch to the lobby screen, please? Thank you. And yeah, we see Xeria, Murarachi, and Runic Fountain making an appearance. A Spawn, really strong player for Taiwan, and what the hell, bro, the captain themselves in the flesh. In for this free mod 1, probably going to be on the hidden. And for Brazil, we see Sepia Braya still in this lobby. These two players not leaving whatsoever, and Landpins and Starkin hopping in on this free mod 1 aim. And good luck, have funs are in the chat, and we are going to be going into the custom free mod 1.
It's gonna get used to me seeing Withard's name as only a spoonful. Only a spoonful.
Runic Fountain, please load in. Banjo, please. Well, we did see Murarachi on Hard Rock, Xeria and what the hell bro on the hidden, Runic Fountain on that no-mod consistency, and for Hard Rock, we see 2 Hard Rocks in a hidden. We see Sepia Linpins on these Hard Rocks, Braya on that hidden, and Starkin on that no-mod consistency. Starkin hopefully gonna FC this, because FCing on no-mod, and oh, what the hell bro, finding early miss, Lampins and Xeria going down though, Xeria with a very big misses, a lot of misses. So only Runic Fountain, Murarachi to hold for Taiwan, and for Brazil they still have 3 FCs. Braya on 99% on this hidden, Sepia on 98 almost on the Hard Rock. So oh my gosh, Taiwan, please don't mispick again.
And this goes into my fear for a pick like this. Taiwan more comfortable on the hidden as opposed to the Hard Rock, but picking hidden as a comfort mod on a map like this where hidden is harder. You're looking at the CS5 and the AR9, and the density difficulty is going to make up a big bulk of the difference here. Lampin still having some struggles there is going to be the only equalizer for Taiwan in this early goings, as if the FCs are still 3-3.
I will say Landpins is a little bit of one of the less confident players on this Brazil team, but they do have accuracy, just unfortunately not holding combo like the others. They have that in those nerves, but if they can control them, they are a really strong player, matching Sepia in the accuracy. And for Taiwan, it's still Runic Fountain, the Spawn doing it for their team, and as well as Murarachi FCing on the Hard Rock. And the score lead is on the side of Taiwan with what the hell bro recovering really well on the 99.5% ag on this hidden. And what the hell bro going down? I'm sorry for the commentator curse, my brother. Halfway into the map, and the combo lead is on the side of Brazil. They have 3 FCs. Taiwan 2. Sepia Braya going down. Oh my god.
I suppose mod comfort doesn't matter when you're going against like consistency beasts. They still have this top row holding onto their FCs, bottom row Xeria with WTH finding their second breaks of the map, but Runic Fountain and Murarachi going to be putting in more than enough work against the solo Starkin at this point.
Yeah, guys, I might have lied about Brazil having a combo lead. You know, Sepia Braya kind of just died, and Taiwan are going to start running away with it in the final section of the map. Runic Fountain, Murarachi, but it's not over yet. If they go down, Lampins and Starkin have a recovery combo, but it doesn't look like they're going to falter anytime soon. They're hitting all these patterns. Murarachi hitting them on the Hard Rock, Runic Fountain hitting them on that no-mod consistency. And 260k score lead. It's not going to be like the DT2 where it's going to flip back. We are on a free mod 1, and in the final circles of the map, Taiwan are going to even out the score of this match 2-2.
Yeah, a very confident win on the Taiwan side. I thought it might be a little bit more dicey, especially off the back of those early breaks, but the 600k is coming through for WTH and Xeria off the back of those accuracies, helping their case for sure as we get 2-2 on our way to our second ban phase.
What a match we have so far. Teams trading breakpoints and then winning their each other's picks. So, I mean, this is just going to be a match to keep watching. Oh my goodness. What are the thoughts going into the second ban phases for these teams? What are you thinking, Hubba?
Taiwan leaves the DT3 open. Taiwan probably doesn't touch the DT1, because they won Hard Rock 1.
Hard Rock 2 gone? Question mark.
Mm,
I will say Taiwan is a little bit weaker on precision.
low key? Yeah, Fremont 2 gone for Brazil, that makes sense. Hard Rock 2 gone, I think, makes the most sense out of anything.
Maybe even a Hard Rock 3, but I feel like that could favor Taiwan still. DT3, I feel like you just leave it open. I will say the DT3 is super combo gameable. It is easier for a DT3, and this is going to be Taiwan's ban, and this is a very important ban because I will say, you know, I think they have a better chance of trying to win a DT3 instead of the Hard Rock 2. I mean, we've seen it on the DT2, they almost brought it back, but I mean, 27k score lead in the side of Brazil's favor. So, I mean, what do you ban here? I think it's going to be that Hard Rock 2, the Snow Goose, that 200 BPM tapping precision map. Oh, man. And this is also going to be Brazil's pick coming out of the ban phase.
Just waiting for what is seemingly the inevitable, but Taiwan has made some questionable decisions in this map strategy-wise in my eyes, so we'll have to see if they do go for it. And it is the DT1 ban.
Oh my god.
They leave HR2 on the table.
And the DT3. What the hell? What the hell, bro? You're the captain. What the hell, bro? Oh man. Alright, Brazil pretty happy about that. The Hard Rock 2 is still intact for them, so we could see that. And DT3 is still open for Brazil as well, so I mean, what are you going to go for? You could go for your Protect here as well, straight out of the gate on this, straight out of the second ban phase, now that it cannot affect you, as there are no other ban phases, no other maps that you would want to pick are gone. So I think this could be a safe pick for Brazil, picking that No Mod 5, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah, tough to say with Brazil going up next. I mean, I think Brazil needs to tap into something different. Hard Rock 2 will get them a point on the board, but if you're going for the dub, you need to, okay, Protect works, I guess. They go for the No Mod 5.
As I kind of mentioned, I will say, I low-key thought this was a No Mod 4 when I was playing it. It is a really short map, it's 220 BPM bursts, and it is just shy of 2 minutes long, and there are a little bit of, like, techie sections, but not much. It's really light, but it's gonna more be focused on your tapping, so yeah, for Brazil, we see Regis Nalin hopping in, Joe Tampa and Braya still in the lobby, Joe Tampa coming back, and I think Sepia should be in, but I wouldn't be too surprised to see somebody like Leapexper hop in, a really good speed player for this team. And for Taiwan, we see What the Hell Bro, Rich Liu, and Murorachi, and I believe the last tapping player could be Kuri. We've seen them pop off on that DT2, almost brought it back, so
Just waiting these final players for each side. I would imagine it's going to be pretty similar to what we've seen before. Actually, Regis Nalin, this is his first map in, no?
Yeah, but they've shown pretty good performances in other maps, or like other matches on these tapping maps, so I'm not surprised to see them in. Let's see. Yep, it's their first.
Should be a solid showing from them. Even
Sepia playing for Taiwan.
Sepia and Logres finding the switcheroos. Logres also finding their first map in this matchup. going head-to-head with Regis in that top spot. Remains to be seen how they will perform, but a very short map, very contestable, very volatile.
The Lacaf funds are in the chat. We're going to be getting into your tapping Nomad 5. This is going to be a quick one, quicker than the DT2. So if Brazil, you know, hold on as what we've seen in that DT2, hopefully they can do that in the Nomad 5. And hopefully we're getting into it. Please. Why are we saying good luck? Okay, there we go. We're hopping in. Okay, thank God, no Bancho issues. Everyone is playing the Nomad 5. Nobody's playing any other maps. And we're getting into it. It's Logres, Muarachi, Richelieu, and what the hell, bro? And for Brazil, it's going to be Regis Nalin, Braya, Joe Tampa, and Dot Sepia. And we're going to be getting right into it very early on. You have this little build-up section, which is like alt, but then we get right into the tapping. Not many breaks on this Nomad 5, and we're in the tapping. Is anyone going to falter? And Regis Nalin and Logres finding a trade. Oh my god, it's still 3 FCs to 3, and what an accuracy lead for Brazil right now. Joe Tampa on the 99% on this tapping, so comfortable, and it is a 84k score lead early on, and it's gonna keep going into speedy bursts with like those little ulti. I mean, people can single tap those, but right now it's just all eyes on Joe Tampa. And the score lead, Braya going down! Score lead going over to Taiwan very slightly with that combo lead. They have 3 FCs to 2 FCs and a recovery. Dot Sepia going down! The final FC for Brazil, other than Joe Tampa, going down, and the score lead is on the side of Taiwan on Brazil's Protect. And Joe Tampa, the final FC, going down!
No way. That's what I mean when I say volatile mapping.
Bencho.
Oh, it was just a buzz slider, everyone. Joe Tampa still has the combo, but it's not going to matter with Logres falling once more. It's all up to the final players on Taiwan to run this up. They have a slight combo advantage off of the back of those breaks, but if any one of those FCs falls, it's going to be right back over to their side because of the accuracy difference. The 96s on both Dot Sepia and Joe Tampa here is going to be very big, but combo confidence on the side of Taiwan. Even in that alt section, Regis Nalin finding that recovery combo lost, and that is going to be the Taiwan break point on the Brazil Protect.
Oh, my goodness, people were maybe expecting to see this. What, Richelieu, where are you spinning?
Where is he going? That's not.
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at? Yeah, very funny spin from Richelieu. They hold out a 740k FC. What the hell, bro? Muarachi FCing as well. Logres, I think, just being the fill on this Nomad 5 getting a C rank. But, I mean, even with Logres getting a 300k, you have your teammates, this 3-man squad, getting 3 FCs. And for Brazil, Joe Tampa, unfortunately, just not getting the same kind of support that this Taiwanese roster got. Dot Sepia and Regis Nalin trying their hardest, as well as Braya. You know, just unfortunate. Probably just low rolls for them. I feel like they have that. They have the capabilities to FC, just like they just didn't, which is what matters in match. Your practice score doesn't really matter. So, yeah, Taiwan. This should be a really good confidence boost for you. It is your pick now. And what will you do? Will you go for something like the Fremont 3? Will you go for the Hidden 3? Oh man, a lot of these picks are seeming a little bit Brazil favored. You know, we could see Taiwan go straight into their Protect just like Brazil did. The Nomad 6 is still open, Ebtide, which I think we could see, but well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think if I'm Taiwan, I'm leaning into tech. I'm going for Hidden 3 Nomad 4. And I know I've said that a few times now, but I really think it's their best options.
For real. I personally also think it is their best option, so please just do it. Just do it! I also
really want to see this Hamano map. Because Hamano in 6-digit is a very funny concept to me. I've been a fan of
The
Helena
whole
for a few
reason
years.
Hubba's here, guys. Oh man, this is definitely a close match so far. So I mean, anything would not surprise me. Oh,
Nomad 3
am I hearing that properly? It is Nomad 3. A custom map by Camille. No, I'm kidding. It's mapped by Keel, but the diff name is Camille Spotlight. For some reason, I thought Camille mapped for a second when I seen this, but then I looked at the sheet and I felt a little stupid. I also could have looked at the mapper, but who cares? You know, Nomad 3, a 3-minute long map, and not gonna lie, I could see anybody winning this.
Yeah, normally I would say this is Taiwan lean, but this is not like super snap ulti. We're looking at more of a flow alt situation here, kind of adjacent to their protect in that Nomad 6. So I guess in that vein, I could see it being a decent pick for Taiwan, but Brazil liking the tapping, liking the flow aim seemingly in previous matches. So remains to be seen if that's again, the Taiwan picks have been questionable. The tech was so far in favor of them. It's the biggest score lead they've had, and they just have not picked the tech map since. So, I mean, we'll have to see how this Nomad 3 turns out, but I agree with you. It does seem a little bit wishy-washy, 50-50-ish.
Yeah, and I don't want to say this is an easy map either, with a lot of like cut flow patterns that anybody could falter on, and you know, we've seen players not able to fully control their nerves yet, so anything could go down here. But I think Taiwan may have this in the bag, but I don't want to say anything just yet. What the hell, bro, is not in the lobby, and I will say these Taiwan players, they aren't the strongest on the roster, but they're really strong. Curry and Logres in the lobby. Runic Fountain and Xeria are in as well. I thought we would see someone like Murorachi or what the hell, bro, but I guess we're not. And for Brazil, we see Dod Sepia, Lampins, Braya, and Leap Expert in the lobby, and the Good Luck Have Funs are in the chat. We're going to be getting into the Nomad 3. This could be a make or break. This could either even out the score lead or bring the score lead at 4-2 for Taiwan. But we have, it's not like unexpected to see a break point in this match.
Oh, I love slow build songs like this.
Leap Expert breaking at the start of the map. Oof.
Happens. I feel like a few of the accuracy drops on Taiwan going to be giving that out just a little bit. Only 50 combo lost from that initial break. As we start to build back up here, SS still being held on Sepia.
99.5 from Curry as well. We're in the ult patterns. Is anyone gonna break on this Ki? Leap Expert going down. Not one of the FCs though. Curry going down. A big FC. Dot Sepia. Landpin's going down. Oh my god, everybody falling apart on Brazil except for the captain Braya, and for Taiwan it's still these three strong players. Runic Fountain, Xeria, and Logres. Leap Expert going down again. Curry recovering. Logres going down though, trading with Leap Expert. And it's a 100k score lead already for Taiwan, which could flip at any time. You know, we're only a third of the map in, and Braya is still holding combo, and these players on Brazil hopefully going to be able to recover sooner or later. Dod Sepia almost on a 99. A lot of high accuracies on this Nomad 3. Xeria with a 99% FC right now, as well as Runic Fountain with a 98. And the slow section halfway into the map. Nerves gonna start building as we're getting into a Ki.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of the breaks on this map so far are just going to be these slight over-aims on the stop-and-go patterning. You see these big cut quads. Finding the over-aim there is going to be very simple. Xeria just under-aiming that slider as Logres does. So it's Runic Fountain versus Braya on the FCs, and the final one drops for Taiwan, a triple break as Curry, but Braya trades it, and Dot Sepia versus Curry with a 100k wall between them is going to be the battle in our final third.
Braya, if you held, you guys would have this map in the bag. It's slowly going to their side. It's staying pretty neutral though, and going back over to Taiwan in the break, going into the final section. And oh man, that is really unfortunate. If Braya held, oh man, I don't
Oh,
think that's
double overaim.
oh man.
That
Dotsepia the one
is-
to hold though, but it's just Taiwan. They have this combo.
Kuri.
Kuri going down though. Logre's missing.
Logre's
Runic
winning.
Fountain missing. Wait.
Dotsepia has enough time for 120. It's Xeria though is the barrier between them, and that accuracy is so stiff. That's gonna be the main duel. Braya needs to stop breaking if they want their score to go back over.
It's GG's. Oh man, Brazil, Dotsepia not getting any support from their teammates whatsoever. Braya doing their best, but unfortunately, Lipexper and Landpin's not able to help out Dotsepia in those final sections of the map. And Taiwan are going to win their pick on that Nomad 3. Oh man, that must not be good for the Brazil mental here, but hopefully they can try and get a reset. You know, maybe go into something like that Hard Rock 2 or that DT3. And if you lose those, then it might be cooked. It maybe be cooked. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Dotsepia with that top score in the lobby, but just not finding that extra assistance. Kuri's 500k was enough to make that score lead tight. And now we have Brazil. Looking at their selection, I still think Hard Rock 2 is probably their best option now that Nomad 5 is gone, but Taiwan has been seeming solid on the tapping. I mean, a couple accuracy hiccups, but it's about the combo difference there, as well as that Hard Rock 1 victory. I think Brazil is really struggling to find a final pick here. I could see maybe a free mod 3 option, just so that way they get their mod comfort in tow. I don't know. It's really tough position for Brazil here. It's either going to be Hard Rock 2, where like anything Brazil picks can be breakpointed by Taiwan at this point, but HR2 strongest, or Fremont 3 most comfortable.
I do agree. Oh man, this is just so close. This is, oh man. You know, Brazil, unfortunate. Low rules on some maps, I'm gonna guess, but the Hard Rock 2 is gonna be the map that is picked. A very fast one. Snow Goose, a song that should be no stranger to anyone. I think a lot of people know this as Cloud of Fulfillment. Anyways. Hard Rock 2, it is going to be your 200 BPM burst / streams precision map in the pool, which, you know, I don't think many people were expecting to see a stream precision map in this tournament, but we do have it. It is going to be a quick one, 1.5 minutes long, and I believe we should be seeing Murarachi making an appearance for Taiwan. I don't think What the Hell Bro should play this, but maybe they are. I played with What the Hell Bro. They aren't the best at the Hard Rock precision, but maybe they have improved. I know they've improved that Hard Rock in general. So yeah, Murarachi gonna hopefully be the last one to fill that slot for Taiwan. But for Brazil, it's Braya, Regisnallen, Joe Tampa, and Dotsepia. And Regisnallen hopping out. Will it be Landpins or Leapexpert hopping in? One or the other, it won't matter. Both two really good players. And Richelieu making a swap for Taiwan, and What the Hell Bro hopping out as well, as I was not expecting them to play this. Murarachi is in, and Landpin's going to be the one to hop in for Brazil, and Logray's hopping in for Taiwan.
Yeah, I mean, this is somewhat of a filler roster for Taiwan. I think Richelieu, Xeria are going to be quite strong here, but Murarachi, Lawgrays is going to be a tough ask for the Taiwan team against this Brazil roster of mostly core. We'll have to see how it runs through with the Snow Goose, but Brazil must-win situation, I fear. If they lose this one, Taiwan goes into match point stages.
Yeah, and they still have their Protect open as well, so... Oh man, we're coming down to the wire. I'll say that. Honestly, if Brazil wins this, like, Taiwan still has their protect. Brazil could, like, maybe breakpoint that No Mod 6, though. I could see it happen. But we are getting into Hard Rock 2. Anybody gonna miss at the start? Richelieu did go down at the start, as well as Axuria. And that's not gonna be too good, you know, early misses and land pins, low grades. Oh my god, everybody on Taiwan missing except for Axuria, and it's still 2 FCs for the side of Brazil. Joe Tampa and Baraya, Richelieu going down. It's only Axuria, but their accuracy is so low, it's not gonna matter. And Brazil are just running away with it right now. 200k in the first quarter of the map, seeming so much more comfortable on this Hard Rock 2. Lane Pins and Dotsepia recovering very, very well. And Richelieu going down. Murarachi and Logres trying to recover for Taiwan, trying to support the final FC. Richelieu not able to hold. And Joe Tampa and Braya are just comboing, FCing. Joe Tampa on a 96, Xeria going down. And Brazil... Brazil, you guys are going to start running away with this. It's already 600k in the final third. Braya and Joe Tampa and the 2 other players as well, so confident on this Hard Rock 2. And yeah, this is something you should have picked earlier. I mean, this is something Taiwan should have banned instead of the DT1, in my opinion. Like, oh man, this is just like this is abuse. this is just abuse.
Yeah, I mean, Murarachi coming back with a bit of score, but it's not going to matter even with these full team wipe by Brazil at the tail end.
How far can it go back? I'm curious.
The map is so short, it's going to be a 200k drop for Brazil there, but still their biggest score lead they've had on a pick in this match so far. Not matching Taiwan's HR1 from earlier, but still quite good score from Brazil. As the Hard Rock 2 falls to the wayside. Final picks remaining, you're looking at this tech from Taiwan and probably ult from Brazil. And yeah, the Protect, the beautiful No Mod 6, still available to Taiwan whenever they see fit.
Hopefully they see fit soon, because this should be the pick. Hopefully.
Now, rule question. Can Brazil pick, or can you, as the enemy team, pick your opponent's Protect?
Yes.
You can? Okay, because I've commentated for previous tournaments where the rule was like, you can't, like, the other person can't pick your Protect.
That's kind of stupid.
But then you could use it as like, a third ban. So I was wondering if like maybe Taiwan was doing a third ban angle, but this tournament doesn't have that.
Oh, that'd be funny. No, we've seen people pick other people's Protects in the best ego fashion possible and absolutely dominating on it, which has been pretty funny. But yeah, you are allowed to pick your opponent's Protect. There's no restrictions on that one. And Taiwan, it is 4-3. Will you go for your Protect? Will you maybe go for the Hidden 3? Your Hidden 3 could be your final pick if Brazil do win this No Mod 6. So I don't think there's any questioning on what they should go for here. And for Brazil, we could see a Hard Rock 3. We've seen Hard Rock 2 dominance just now, but, you know, they aren't the strongest on precision. It is going to be No Mod 6 picked from Taiwan, their Protect.
Yeah, and this still leaves open that Hidden 3 No Mod 4 for their final pick should Brazil win their next pick. So, very open board here for Taiwan as we head into Eptide.
Indeed. Oh man, this match is coming down close, because if Brazil win this, that's not going to be a good look for Taiwan. The score is going to even out, you know. Ooh. I love commentating these close matchups. You know, teams like Brazil, the lowest seeding team left, people not expecting them to do as well up against a team like Taiwan. Seed 4, Seed 14, obviously on paper favored to this Taiwanese team, but Brazil proving they are locked in, they have what it takes, And where is Joe Tampa? Where is Dotsepio? Where is Braya? Surely these three guys are watching timer. Where are y'all? You need these type of players to be in on these high pressure maps. You know, some of these more experienced players like Braya and Dotsepia. But for Taiwan, they have their 4 ready. You see Runic Fountain, Richelieu, what the hell, bro, and Murarachi all locked in.
Locked and loaded is the Taiwan Dream Core. And Brazil Braya, captain, coming in that final spot.
Hopefully we see more
Brazil.
switches. Where's Dotsepia? Where's Dotsepia? No? No? Oh, okay. Okay. Good luck, have fun, sir, in the chat. Okay. I was really not expecting to not see players like Joe Tampa and Dotsepia in for these type of high pressure maps. You know, it's 4-3. This map is make or break. You either tie it up or you go to match point. But, you know, maybe they're just more confident to send in these players like Hypervis, Regis Nallen, and Leap Expert, the 3 other players other than Braya on this Brazil team, and we're getting right into it. And Hypervis finding an early miss. Not too good of a look for them right now, but hopefully they can recover, as we will be getting right into rhythm right away. You'll be seeing a lot of those doubles in this map, and will anybody break on them?
Yeah, the doubles in a map like this in comparison to something like a DT3 swing is going to be the succession. The doubles in this map are a lot quicker, a lot sharper, a lot more snappy in combination with some of these quads. Going to be really tricky to handle, as Bancho even having a hard time handling some of the action.
Bancho can't hit a 1-2, imagine. We're just like watching Murarachi FC.
The board has been called, actually.
Here we go.
Oh, surely Hypervis didn't just like quit because they missed.
Oh, no, their score is 0. That would be impossible, because they hit into the beginning notes. So we'll just see their score at the end, question mark?
No, and the board
Probably?
hasn't called up by, the board hasn't called up by Brazil. In the chat.
Yeah. Surely Hypervis didn't just like... Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I don't know. They were playing the map, they missed, and then they called an abort. I don't know if they lagged out or something, or they quit.
It was over the 30-second mark or the quarter mark by that point, I would imagine.
Yes.
It was not 30 seconds, or was it?
According to ref, yes.
I don't think so.
Check real quick.
No chance. We weren't even like 200 combo in.
Timestamp actually says that it's over 30 seconds. I'll post it in no mic stuff. Between the time when the map started and when the time abort started.
Oh my god. What? Why do you call for an abort just because you miss a fucking note, dude? This is just nah. Ugh.
Unlucky.
Yeah, and Hypervis quit. GG. What do you do
Maybe
in
it could have
6-digit
been-
tournaments? What do you do?
I think it might have been maybe like a mouse button issue or something like that. I would imagine it's not for no reason.
Well, they were playing
happened
just
to me a few times as a mouse player.
Everyone was playing perfectly fine. And Regis Nallen FCing for Brazil. So unfortunate that you couldn't get your teammates to play with you. And with just 2 players, it's a 1 million score lead. Wait, 2 players getting 1.5 mil is actually kind of cool, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid score from Regis Nallen getting that FC, but actually second top score in the lobby, nearly matching Murarachi. But unfortunately, the 4-man curse for Brazil coming through. Taiwan making it match point in Brazil, trying to find their next 2 picks in this one. They got to win one of their own and find that break point in the final.
Yeah, not a good way to lose a point for Brazil. I don't know what happened. I don't think an abort should have been called. Everybody was playing perfectly fine. I don't know. I didn't see any mouse buttons, surely. And also, was that 30 seconds? We will never know. Apparently it is. So, oh man.
Calling a timeout for Brazil, which makes sense after a shakeup like that. Seemingly tablet driver issues coming through for HyperVisc. So.
I've heard this before. Wise words from convex. I'm kidding. Okay. Timeout out for Brazil. And what do you do? What do you do? That actually looked very doable for Brazil as well.
I think if you were Brazil, you run HR3.
What the hell? Is that a threat? Whoever made the rules better watch their doorstep.
30-second rule is very common. That's like
it's legit in every single tournament. Like, I don't know if like they had some in-house Brazil tournaments where you could just abort at the end of the map, but 30 seconds just kind of like everyone's. Yeah, no, that's not what it looked like, HyperVisc. But you know, whatever. I'm not gonna complain. I'm not gonna argue. Who cares? Sag indeed. Xeria said it perfectly. Sag indeed. Yeah, guys, switch over to Windows 11 because Windows 10 is getting discontinued in October. I don't know what to talk about. We're in a timeout.
Such beautiful apps like Paint 3D. My beloved.
Paint 3D. I know. Like, who's trying to play some solitaire built in the Windows, you know? GT3 pick coming out from Brazil. Honestly, probably their best pick. Hard Rock 3 could have been another good one. I don't think Fremont 3 would be a good pick for them because of mod comfort.
Being their
It is DT3 though. I will say this map is very combo gameable, very shit missable, so this could go either way. I'll say that.
I think I would have agreed with this being a good Brazil pick in like, I don't know, 3 maps ago. But
considering DT2?
since then we've seen Taiwan win on ult very handedly, and Taiwan cause a team explosion on Nomad 6. And then we're going to head into a swing ult double time map. So it calls into question.
They also won against the Nomad 5 Protect, so like they're no strangers to higher BPM. We see Curry hopping in. The DT2, what could have been theirs, but unfortunately not able to hold out. But the Curry's insane efforts brought it to a 27k score difference. But we are getting into the DT3. Oh dear. We're on match point, man. This is looking pretty close. Also, no DT customs. Wow. Grr. Only 2 customs being played, I believe. Nomad 3, Fremont 1. Yep, 2 customs. Runic Fountain playing Nomad 6. Let's go! It's like a HyperVisc gameplay. No, I'm kidding. Alright, Burning Fountain is on the DT3 now, and everybody is on the DT3, and the score lead on the side of Taiwan right now, with Rich Liu on that 98%, Kuri falling a little bit behind on the accuracy department, but they have their teammates. And for Brazil, it's the same thing with Braya matching Kuri, but Leapexpert going down, actually. Talking about the shit missable map, very combo gameable map, though. And right now, the score lead gonna start hopefully going over to the side of Brazil, but Rich Liu losing their FC. Just unfortunately, it's just a really big accuracy lead for Taiwan right now. Everybody above 94, and Brazil's highest accuracy being 94, so, oh man. This could be the beginning of the end.
These snap patterns are so tricky, so easy to over-aim one of these sliders and find your break. Right now, it's just that accuracy putting in work, especially with how short this map is. Jodampa finding the second break on the Brazilian side, going to be ballooning the Taiwan score lead, but with the final third of this map remaining, and with how short this map is, just about that TV size is going to be enough for Taiwan to exit this map with a victory on their side. 6-3 going to be the scoreline by the end of it. Shoutouts to Brazil for finding those picks early and overcoming a bit of adversity there. But the swing alt map was not to be.
Alright, I'm asking for a post-match interview with Brazil. We gotta know what happened. We gotta know. Alright, is that okay with you, Mirage? Do you need the dip?
No,
No.
it's okay.
Word. Alright, I DM Braya. The one the FC. For Brazil. Oh man, so sad. Actually, really sad way to go out.
That's a phenomenal team score from Taiwan. 3.8 mil, one break on Rich Liu in the first half. Unreal scoreline.
Like I mentioned, this is one of the easier combo gameable maps. We should see a lot of high scores like we've seen on every single DT3 in 6WC. A lot of the DT3s being pretty short and easy. And your winners of today's match are going to be your Seed 4 Taiwan team, breaking out of their first match in the semifinals, and 0-7 to the Brazilians, the reigning champions of 6WC, going out this year in the semifinals. And hopefully we will have a post-match interview with the Brazilian captain, Braya. I DM'd them. I'm not sure if they're in the mood. I would like to bring in someone like Hypervis, see if we can get more insight on what happened, but to be continued. I DM'd them. Hopefully I get an update soon, but for now, I don't know if we want to do like an intermission. Are they playing TV?
No, I'll just put up intermission for you.
Okay.
Well,
Adios, amigos.
Have fun with the interview.
Bye-bye, Hubba.
Fruition.
Thank you, Hubba. Everybody say
feel free to watch.
Thank you, Hubba.
Feel free to watch the future matches going on in our other 6WC streams. You have Ukraine versus Poland in the one stream, Canada versus Kazakhstan in the two. Some major matches for this weekend. So catch you all there if you are so inclined. And bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
目立ちたくなんかないからさ描いた理想像に現実にいかないから近づけないよう生きときます明日も同じを過ごしておきます 弱い根を吐いている薄っぺらい人間です一歩前に出るのはやめときます絡まれたくはないからさため息ばっかりさ吸う息足りないのきっとそんなうまくはいかないけどさ試しにちゃんと生きてみよう 「 つかない匂いに私は追われて染まっていくんでしょう私は怖がりで知らないことには手をつけて誰かがやってきて
Alright, welcome back everyone, and conclusion, we don't have a post-match interview with the Brazilians, so the champions gonna go out unknown for this 6WC 2025. And like I mentioned, your winners of this match will be Taiwan, moving on to the winner. Gonna play against the winner of Canada and Kazakhstan. That is going on the second channel, I think, or another channel. It's somewhere. Look at stream pings. But yeah, your Taiwan roster going to be What the Hell Bro, the captain of this team. You see the star who did not play today, Xeria, Kuri, Logres, Murachi, Richlieu, and Runic Fountain. Murachi and Runic Fountain doing really well as Kuri and Xeria. All these players putting in their share of power in this match. And thank you everyone for watching. It was me, Maiji, in the commentary booth, joined with Hubba, who had to slip. And also Mirage, thank you so much for the stream. Anything you want to say before we go?
No, not in particular. It was a great match. It was one unfortunate incident, but it happens, I guess. It's just tournament in a nutshell. But yeah, please look forward to the other matches. I will probably do a raid, and you'll be transferred to one of the other channels.
Yep. Wise words from Mirage Fire themselves. Thank you everyone for watching, and have fun watching one of the other matches. Bye bye!
Bye bye!